today. From Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in on. Before a touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah, what a game he had last week. They begin on the ground with Kamara, and he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. The numbers there for Kamara from a week ago. 17 carries, 70 yards.
They've won 2 straight games, and they've done it with the running game as the focal point of their offense. So in this contest, I don't think about doing anything else. I continue to ride the hot hand that I've established and lead with the runners.
And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. They're going to look to throw.
There's Chris Olave.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll set up a throw.
We'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll drop to throw. It's caught on the left side by Baldwin.
And he'll be brought down at the 27. 2nd down at 4.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. It's caught. Baldwin.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
So play number 10 now coming. It's been a long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Here we go with Kamara. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. So here are the Panthers backed up to start their initial drive. They'll have Cam Newton calling the shots, the big man under center at 6'5", nearly 250 pounds.
And many people are having difficulty pegging exactly what they believe Cam Newton is at this point in his career. For me, when I see certain days and he's right, he can still be an accurate passer, can still get the ball downfield. And his running ability, especially inside the 10, still makes him a difficult quarterback to prepare for.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 17 carries, 59 yards, and a touchdown.
It's a pretty mediocre week for him on the ground. Certainly a boon to his offense if he can get a little more output on his touches this week. He should get some more early carries as his team tries to get him into a rhythm.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that will bring up 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
The Panthers at 6-1 now through 7 weeks of the season. And they come in riding high, just 1 loss in their last 7 games.
And I like the way that this team is winning football games because they're doing it the way that coaches love to preach. Penalties at a minimum because they've been very disciplined, very focused in their business.
Right back to him on first down. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in week 5. And it was the visiting Panthers who came away with the victory in that one. So now they look to take the season series here at home in Charlotte.
And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Here's Newton. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their 2nd drive. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so. But maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And to the 46 he goes and no further. So he is well short of the 1st down marker. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that'll bring up 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here comes the Saints punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory.
The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their 2nd drive. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top two teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now it's Newton. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Now a first down throw for Newton. Wide open receiver complete. Finding room at midfield. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Not really any offense for them to speak of here in this first half. Maybe that's what they needed, that big play.
Yeah, and it seems that maybe everything changes right there. They've been a little slow out of the gate. We've seen that. But that one big play, that could spark a big burst right here.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Throwing is Newton. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early. Yeah, maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
Here's Newton now on 2nd down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They'll give him 4 yards there. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Now Newton. Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
The New Orleans offense set to take over. And, partner, I know so far, and we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
But you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked?
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here.
They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. Throwing right, and that's complete.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Newton. His throw incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Newton now to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 23. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Three yards remain for second down. Back to throw, Newton. Now they go screen, it's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. And now Newton not liking the play call. He's going to take a timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 5 yards from the end zone, 1st and goal. Here's Newton. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. To throw is Newton. Throwing middle, and it's complete. A 10-yard completion, but still now facing 3rd and goal. From the gun, here's Newton. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So on 4th down, Matt Rule brings out the field goal unit. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. And the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the Panthers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. We don't see too many scoreless halves in football, not in today's day and age, and we're not going to see one here. We finally have points on the board.
Yeah, and it didn't come easy, did it? Because neither of these offenses really got now the starting blocks yet. But that is definitely an important score right there. And who knows? The way their defense is played, that touchdown might even hold up until the end.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away from the 6. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Open man is Michael Thomas. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They'll throw now on the final play. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Howard. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the league here in the unofficial midway point, Week 8 of the NFL season. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. And it's the Falcons who are out in front in the second quarter. Trey Lance with a couple of touchdown passes. Next, we head north to Philly to check on the Eagles at home at Lincoln Financial Field. And it's the visiting L.A. Chargers who have the lead in that one at halftime. Austin Eckler, a touchdown run in that first half. Lastly, we head to the Gulf Coast and check on the Bucs at home in Tampa. And in that one, it's the visiting Dolphins who are out in front. The Dolphins trying to hold on and claim victory. Meanwhile, in our game, just the lone touchdown accounting for all the scoring. A tight one, 7-0 is the score. And for the call of the second half, we send it back to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So here are the Panthers set to take over. They were winners a week ago over the Bucs. They lead here as well as they come up on first down. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And this is going to be a Panthers first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
They're going to hurry back to the line now. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Throwing on third down, Newton. Escaping the pressure right. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Newton out wide. That's complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield. And if you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they held their ground, held their spot, and turned it into a nice gain.
Newton throwing again. Flushed out right. That is caught at the 7. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And Carolina scores to cap it off. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. It's reeled in by Baldwin. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Back to throw now on 1st down. That's complete to his running back, Kamara.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Here's Kamara off the draw. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And they finally get to him as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
What part do they went empty set there? No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards and a Panther 1st down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down.
Down at the 35. It'll be 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Moore, the man in motion. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And good running, going to get this down close to a 1st at the Saints 29. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up. And we're back now in Charlotte. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. They'll try the air now with Newton. Cam wisely hitting the deck at the end as he slides and has the 1st as well. 12 yards there as they move the chains. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
53 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Touchdown, Panthers. From 4 yards out. And the Panthers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Back to throw here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he's got some space here. Takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers. Extra point right down the middle, and it is 28-0. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the fourth quarter, facing the big deficit. What silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like one possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run to have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now,